Hello, welcome back to my podcast. Welcome back to episode two. First, I would like to say thank you to everybody that has shown your support, and it means a lot to me. It really does. Um, Getting used to doing this has been interesting for me. I feel like I'm getting more comfortable in front of the camera, but still, it's a little nerve wracking sometimes. But with that being said, thank you so much. If you like the content, please like my page, like my post, subscribe on YouTube. I'd appreciate that very much. So thank you so far for everybody who has been there and supportive of me. I really appreciate that. Um, as far as today's episode, episode two, I would like to talk about another thing that's a little frustrating. I know a lot of people who have been going through the problem, and today is immigration. And I just want to say um, the way I feel about it, and some of the stuff what I think should happen. Um, I might do a two parts to this video. Um, Again, I'm not an expert in immigration. I've just dealt with it. I've my wife and I have sat in immigration meetings and talked to immigration lawyers and just some ways that I think that could fix the problem or some of the problem. And so today I would like to talk about um, when kids are brought into the country and going back to 20 years ago or more. Um, One thing that really is frustrating is we got kids coming over, they're going to school. Schools are making money off those kids. When the kids graduate from high school, that's it. There's nothing for them to do or to go. And and I guess some people will see that as well. It sucks for them, but we got people. We got our local governments making money off of the federal government for kids to be in school. So it's not the kids' fault. It's so why should they be punished, right? Like so if a kid goes to school, graduates, gets their diploma, but then they can't go on to college, they can't get a job. So really what there's nothing for them to do. So I think like I've talked to some people about it because I know that they've gone and have done really good in school, and then there's nothing to show for it afterwards. They can't go to colleges, they can't get a job, like I was saying. But if if they were to, if kids went to school, graduated high school, maybe put in like they have to have a 3.0 grade average, which would be perfect. I mean, if they had a 3.0 grade point average and they were not they did not have their citizenship or residence or whatever you want to give them at that time, then I think they should be able to have a chance to get it. So they go, they graduate, they get their residence card or their citizenship. They go on, they go to college. So then colleges are going to benefit from them getting that. They'll be able to do everything else that they're supposed to do. I mean, if they're in school showing that they are responsible people, why not? I mean, I mean, it would be perfect. It would benefit us in a big, big way. It would give them, if they know at a young age that there's nothing for them to do after high school, and they're given that opportunity, like, hey, this is what you can get if you graduate. That's like again with a 3.0. Maybe they will want to do better in school. I mean, it would be a good incentive for them. And I'm not saying that they don't, but I'm just saying that it would help out a lot. I mean, that's if you go to school and there's nothing going to benefit you when you're done, then why should you put in your effort to do so? So that's what one of the things that I think should happen because I believe that it'll help out in a big big way. Again, because these kids would be able to graduate. It would help our school numbers out because the schools are already getting paid, so they don't really care, right? Like they don't care if the kids there does good or not because the schools are getting paid for it. And I'm not talking about maybe the teachers or the people that put time for these kids. I'm just talking about the big people who are getting paid for this stuff. I mean, if they're allowing these kids to do it and these people to do it, then they don't really care about the kids. They just care about the money. I mean, it's one of the big things that's happening is money. I mean, that's it. So if the kids are able to do that, go through it, you would think that they would have more of an incentive to do good in school, get their papers, get their citizenship, then go on to college, and then again the colleges they would reap the benefits from the college, and the colleges would reap the benefits from the students. So I think that is a big way that it could help out. Another way is, oh well, like right now they have the DACA, but the DACA doesn't help any way with citizenship. They could close down DACA today, and then all those people would be screwed. Let's face it. I know for a fact that a lot of people, when they got their DACA, went to work right away. So I don't believe that they're taking jobs away from people because those jobs were never filled in the first place. If people wanted those jobs, then they should have got those jobs, right? So that those jobs have always been there for people, but they just never went out and got it. And then once the DACA went into effect, a lot of those jobs got filled. I mean, it's crazy. I knew people that went to work right away. They didn't have to wait for anything just because nobody else wanted those jobs, and they're decent paying jobs. So when everybody says, "Oh, they're here to take our jobs," they're not here to take your jobs. They're here to do the jobs you don't want to do, right? Like there's some stuff that I don't want to do, but they do. People just want to work. So with that, so with that part, DACA was, I guess, a nice gesture, but there's no real path to citizenship with that. So if something was like that to come along and they were able to implement that and and have a way to citizenship through that, I think that'd be a great thing. Excuse me. But as of right now, I don't believe there is a way to get your citizenship or a residence card through it. So another thing is, like, I believe, like, if one of the more popular ways is through marriage. There's other things that will help you get it if you have a disability. That helps you get that help you get your papers. Marriage is one of the ways to do it, but then there's other things that are with it. Something so small could have gone wrong, and then you're not able to get papers. You know, and it's pretty annoying that one little thing could set you back when you guys are good people. You pay your taxes. You're raising your family right. You're not living off of the system. You're doing everything you're supposed to do, but you still can't get um, your papers for your spouse. And I wish that there would be a way that they would be able to fix that. If you both have good, clean records, and you're working, you have a house, you're responsible. Um, Again, you both have a clean record, and you guys are able to raise your family together. I feel that there shouldn't be any problem with that. Um, there's like I said, everything has to be perfect for it to work, and we've I've talked to quite a few attorneys about my situation, and as of right now, there's nothing they could do for us. I don't want to go too much into it, but it's just a very ugly thing. You know, I know that I would do anything to make it to where we can get her papers, and that we don't have to be able to live the way we really want to. Not that we're not. I mean, we're living very good together. We have a good relationship. We have four beautiful children together, and it's been great. But there's other things that have happened and that just are stopping us from getting what we need. And I just wish there was a total immigration reform, because there's tons of little stuff that you don't know about till you go down and you find out. I've heard people going down to um, the embassy in Mexico that have gotten turned away for something. I mean, just so small. The paper was messed up, so now not everything was filled out properly, or you missed a date. I mean, as much as a date could set you back 6 months, if not longer. I mean, there has to be a better way to get everything passed through. Um, and I don't believe people should suffer because of it. So I mean, I really don't know how to fix it, other than um, just a few of the things that I was saying. And I think that some of the rules of immigration should be fixed. And because I mean, I mean, understandably, there are people that are coming into the country that are fleeing their country, not saying Mexico, but any country, to get away because they've done something wrong. So, like, the president said, "Oh, they're not, whatever. People are here, they're crimes or whatever." But most of the people here are not like that. Um, Most of the people here are really good people, and I just wish that I could help them more. I could help them out with what they needed. Most importantly, getting my situation taken care of. But as of right now, there's nothing that we could do. And I hope that's not saying too much, and I hope it makes sense, because it does mean that this subject does mean a lot to me. But I hope what I'm saying is educational, I guess, insightful. I mean, it's how I feel about things. It's coming from me. It's coming from my heart. Like, this is stuff that I take seriously. So I really hope one day that this will get fixed. Um, Honestly, I don't feel like it will, unless we get a president in there that actually wants to do something that does about immigration to fix it, not someone who just wants to make um, a small patch for it. And because I believe that the DACA was only for voting purposes. They didn't really care about the people; they just wanted the votes. So here, let's give them a little incentive to vote for us, and that makes it legal for them to vote for us. So if we do that, then we'll be set. So I don't feel like it wasn't done for any other reason other than that. It wasn't done to make them. Obviously, it wasn't done to make them resident or anything. Because once that, they could just say, "Oh, program's done. Now you're undocumented again. Congratulations." So it's not, to me. It was just like I don't know, almost like a stab in the back. But anyway, so it's something. Immigration is important to me. I believe that the immigration needs to get fixed and not just patched. But um, with that being said, thanks everybody for watching. I hope this is, I guess, insightful. I know there's going to probably be a lot of backlash for this, just because people aren't going to agree with me or whatever, and that's fine. But at least you know where I stand and what I would like to do to try and get this taken care of. Just little things. It's a much bigger problem, but these are some of the things that I would like to see fixed and taken care of, and just how I feel about it and all that. So, thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy it. And as for that, I will see you guys later. Thank you.